okay, say if you own a hookah lounge or like a bar, right? You know your bar is gonna be popping at 8 p.m. to 12 to 1, right? Like this is what we know. We all know that. You don't wanna just, just come on the charts at any time, right? You wanna come on now when it's your peak season, when it's the time to actually be on the charts, right? Y'all, we just ended up taking that setup again. The first one hit stop loss, y'all. So we hoping that this second setup come and hit again. It looked like everything was, going smooth. I don't know. We could definitely gonna see, but if not, then we really gonna be done for the day. But it looked like it was giving us a good setup, so we just gonna take it and see what it do, y'all. Let's rock out. I'm about to show y'all the re-entry. Yes, sir. Working with the VIP early this morning. Yo, what's good with the YouTube, man? We back in the building with another banger, y'all. Man, today, man, we got some freaking depressing news today. It ain't depressing, but it's still, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can already tell it's high energy already. You know what I'm saying? But we did end up losing 2 trade setups today. Honestly, it was the same trade setup. I just ended up taking it twice. Right, I thought I was in the right position and stuff like that, but I really wasn't in the right position. I just ended up looking back at some stuff and was like, yeah, I shouldn't have been in that trade. I should have been going the other way. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it happens to the best of us. Today just one of them days where I wasn't looking at it the right way, but moving forward, we know, like I said, for the rest of this year, man, we just really tweaking our strategy. We tweaking our strategy, seeing what we don't need, seeing what we do need. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely one of the things that I just tweak with a little bit. We definitely working on getting that right. But for today, man, I think we just gonna really be talking about how you should manage your 9 to 5, especially when you're trying to learn how to trade. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that's definitely important like that. So y'all, that's what we're gonna be getting into today, man. I think we're gonna be chilling inside today because they saying that it's supposed to be let me try to pronounce it, a cyclone. And like I said, this is the first time I ever heard that on the West Coast, so I'm not sure too much what that is. Honestly, I gotta look it up because I technically don't even know. But I guess that's the kind of weather thing that the West Coast got going on that got everybody confused. I'm used to the hurricane, your house getting blew away over there where I come from. So y'all already know. We gonna definitely tap into that, and y'all, we about to get right to it, y'all. Let's get it. Had to get some H2O, y'all, real quick. Get that H2O right quick before we get started, y'all. Woo. Y'all, anyway, it's definitely getting cold out there anyway, so man, it feels good to be in the house for the day. I'm not gonna lie. So, y'all, man, anyways, man, I'm gonna just tell y'all, how I feel, we should go about, working your 9 to 5s depending on, the times and stuff like that. All right. So, like I tell everybody, right? When it comes to trading, you find whatever you trading to work in the time that you have the free time to be able to look at the chart, right? So it's just like when I'm showing YB and I'm showing Dre, I tell them, right? Like, look, just because I trade New York, just because, I used to look at London back then or look at Asian back then or whatnot, you don't have to do that. You can choose what you want to do. Like, I feel like when I was being taught, I was just forced to trade one session because that's what they was trading, and my schedule didn't align to trade with London at the time when they was, trading. So I was just always still trying to be up or be top of work or just out of the loop, right? So now I feel like while I'm showing YB and showing Dre, right? Like I would tell anybody, find what worked for you. Every pair don't move in London session or New York session. They have setups that happen in different sessions. You know what I'm saying? They have a pair that work for this session, have a pair that work for that session. Like I feel like my pair works good for a New York session, right? I literally have a whole list of pairs that work in in for different times. So you find that pair that work for you. And like I said, that's with that Forex or whatever you trading. You find what work for you, because you don't want to be trading a pair that got high volume in New York and you can never make it to New York. Like, what sense does that make? Like, that'll push you away from trading, because you can never actually be able to catch those setups. You know what I'm saying? When it's high volatility in New York or London time, that's just like with me. When, my other mentors or whatever was trading London, like, bruh, I can't make this session all the time. Like, that's gonna be really hard to do. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, I tell anybody, find a pair that work for you. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to trade, everything somebody else doing. You don't have to follow their strategy from tit to tat to tit to tat, right? You take bits and pieces from what people, from what they showing you, right? So with that being said, I just feel like, and within the job, right? So how I'm working, how I'm putting my schedule with like working now. Like, so I just dropped for Amazon out of my car. It's called Amazon Flex. Just doing like little side gigs like that. My opinion, I feel like I just have a little bit more extra time and I'm still making the same amount of money as I would do as in working a regular 9-to-5 type of job or something like that. So like, it's pretty decent for me, bro. Like, I don't have no complaints about it. But like me, I mainly focus on the days working Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. All right. I chose them days is because so I can have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and basically partial of Friday from that, that morning type of shift, right? I start in the morning, but I still catch like 2 hours. I still catch like 2 or 3 hours before I even start on Friday and Monday, like on the chart. So those days I'm still on the charts, but I don't have that full day like how I would have for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. You know what I'm saying? So that middle of the week, I still have that full go ahead, lock in. You messed up. Let's see what you can do to, do better, and let's get back on it the next day. So that's just my personal, opinion. I feel like, especially if you could try to like set your, your work hours on the weekend, that's even more better, right? That's 100% more better if you can, have your work hours on the weekend. You know what I'm saying? Just I don't know what nobody else doing, but just if you could work, but if you still gotta work through the week or whatnot, man, look, like I said, those London sessions will be hard to get to, but it's like, late depending on where you been at. Like those London sessions is really hard. But if you can like never make New York, but like if you like work like an actual 9-to-5, like 9 a.m., like depends on where you at 9 a.m. because 9 a.m. over here in the West Coast is pretty decent. Like I would still be able to make New York and everything, but 9 a.m. on the West Coast, man, look, I don't know. I mean, on the East Coast, I don't know about that. So, it's just hard. So I just say, especially, if you new, learn as much as possible. Like, don't worry about trying to trade too much until you can actually find that schedule that work for you. Because having that set schedule for the charts and being able to know when you're able to show up is definitely going to be important to making that money. Because that's how you're going to make the money, is knowing when to show up. If you don't know when to show up, then you most likely is just going to just be clueless. Like, you're just going to be seeing price, or you like, I'm 2 hours late to the chart. This is already did this. Like, you don't want to have that feeling. You want to know when to come in. You want to come in an hour early before, right? So that's just like me, right? What I wake up at 4 a.m. almost every day. Even on the weekends, I wake up early just because I know, like, all right, it's the weekend. Look, I still need to get active. I still need to get to it, right? You definitely wanna just know when that pair moving and just get up an hour early before. what I used to call it? What I used to call it? Man, I know it's like dead gap and stuff like that. I'm trying to think about what I used to call it that hour right before. Man, I don't know. It's just like a little pre-session, man. You hear me, get right. You wake up, you feeling good, you get right. Right before all that volume actually come in and stuff like that. Now that I think about it, man, it's kind of like you don't want to be working you don't want to own a business, right? You don't want to own a business and you close when it's your peak season, it's the peak time for your business, right? So say if you own a hookah lounge or like a bar, right? You know your bar is gonna be popping at 8 p.m. to 12 to 1, right? Like this is what we know. We all know that, right? So why you gonna open up at 5 in the morning and close at 2? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Ain't no money being made in those times. Ain't nobody there. Ain't nobody trying to get drunk at 5 in the morning. Well, you got those people that probably love to get drunk at 5 in the morning. But I'm just saying, hypothetically, you got those people. Most likely, it's gonna be that 8 to that 1 a.m. to 12. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't wanna just come on the charts at any time, right? You wanna come on now when it's your peak season, when it's the time to actually be on the charts, right? Actually time to trade, actually time to press buy or sell. That's all I'm just trying to say, right? You know what I'm saying? So if you work a 9 to 5 and Asian session is the best session for you, that's just like I tell anybody. I feel like this should almost be for everybody, right? If Asian session is best for you, you probably want to find an Asian pair where the Asian have a lot of volume for Asian session, right? If London is the great pair for you, then if London time zone is the perfect time for you, you might want to trade during London. You might want to find a pair like GJ or some GBP and have that set time to where you can make it for London and the vice versa for New York. Same thing. So they got so many pairs that just work for different sessions and have more volume in that session. You just look up those sessions. Matter of fact, I actually got a list. I think I'm gonna let me know what y'all think in the comments about that trading session and your scheduling and how important your scheduling is, because I definitely think that having that set schedule is very important with trading. Like, you don't want to be a duck with your head cut off, coming into the markets or just trying to trade whenever, because that ain't gonna work for you. Pressing buy or sell any time ain't gonna work for you. You want to come in here and you want to be at a specific time and you want to get consistent with that time. Getting consistent with that time is going to be key. You don't want to switch up nothing. When you find that time that actually work for you and the volume is coming in the market, you want to stick with that. I'm telling you, you definitely want to stick with that. Don't change up too much. Maybe if you want to start switching session, you go to another session. That's cool. But once you figure out which session is best for you, you stick with that and you rock with it, y'all. Man, y'all go ahead and hit that like button and hit that sub, man, if you like the video so far, man. I definitely appreciate everybody. Man, we almost about to hit, I think, 100 subs. I think we was at 87 the last time I checked it out. So, man, I definitely appreciate everybody rocking with me, and y'all keep doing y'all thing, man. Y'all already know, man, it's great, man. We about to check out, man. Y'all have a great day, and I'm hoping this weather be good. So definitely, man, y'all check it out. And look, like I said, we ain't worried about no losses. We just checking up. You know what I'm saying? We got our little trade tracker right here too. So we've been working on that. Too. Working on our little trade tracker, getting everything right. Y'all, we just trying to get right for the upcoming year too, man. I'm super excited about the upcoming year too, because like I just been just trading and trading and trading to just get back into that zone, to get back into that mode. And now I'm just starting to think about like, all right, I done got my strategy back down. How can I simplify everything to make everything just, all right, this is simple. One, two, three setups I'm looking for, and that's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all, man, I love y'all, man. Y'all stay tuned, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. Man, y'all have a great one, man. Make sure y'all lock in on that schedule, man. Make sure y'all on point with everything, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a great one.